In late January of 1900, after repeated humble submissions, Gaurkishore Das Babaji happily accepted Saraswati Thakura as his formally initiated disciple and conferred upon him Bhagavati Diksha and the name Sri Vashabhanavi Dayita Das, meaning one who is the servant of the dear most beloved of Srimati Radharani.
ভক্তিবিনোদ ঠাকুরেরও ইচ্ছা ছিল যে গৌরকিশোর বাবাজি মহারাজকে উনি যে আমার নিজের ছেলে তো এই জন্য উনি একটু সংকোচ করেছিলেন যে আমার ছেলেকে, তাহলেও উনি নৃসিংহ মন্ত্র দিয়েছিলেন। নৃসিংহ মন্ত্র হরিনাম প্রথমে উনি দিয়েছিলেন, ভক্তিবিনোদ ঠাকুর প্রভুপাদকে দিয়েছিলেন। তারপরে গৌরকিশোর বাবাজি মহারাজ তো ভক্তিবিনোদ ঠাকুরের কাছে ভাগবত শুনতে আসতেন, সানন্দ সুখদ কবিতা ওপারে সবই বলতেন। তা ভক্তিবিনোদ ঠাকুর দেখলেন গৌরকিশোর বাবাজি খুব ভালো সেন্ট, ভেরি গুড সেন্ট, এটা ওনার ইচ্ছা যে তাহলে আমার ছেলেকে এনার কাছ থেকে দীক্ষা, নিজের ছেলে তো প্রভুপাদ সরস্বতী ঠাকুর, এই জন্যে নিজের ছেলে হিসাবে আর দেখলেন ইনি গুড সেন্ট দিয়ে, আর সরস্বতী ঠাকুরেরও খুব ইচ্ছা হয়েছিল যে গৌরকিশোর বাবাজি মহারাজের কাছ থেকে নিয়ে।
In 1902, Saraswati Thakura returned to Jagannath Puri with Bhaktivinoda, where he came into conflict with the Kirtan party led by Radha Raman Charan. Radha Raman Charan had established a poetic style of Kirtan, wherein there were opposing philosophical conclusions and conflicting transcendental mellows. It was also the practice of Radha Raman Charan to imitate ecstasies and sometimes dress himself or his male followers as gopis or Saki Bekis. Saraswati Thakura found Radha Raman Charan's Kirtan deviations and imitations to be against the principles of Sri Chaitanya. All these deviant practices were firmly protested by Saraswati Thakura, who preached pure devotional Kirtan. In 1905, Saraswati Thakura travelled to South India, where he met the head priest of the Ramanuja Sampradaya at Sri Perembadur. Together, they discussed the Vaishnava order of Tridandi Sannyas that had been in effect for several thousand years since the time of Vishnu Swami. It was clear to Saraswati Thakura from their discussions that Tridandi Sannyas was an accepted part of Vaishnava Dharma, although it had been lost over time in certain parts of the country. Returning from South India, Saraswati Thakura went to Mayapur, where he remained for 4 years and performed the Naam Vrat of chanting 300,000 names of Krishna every day.
Mahaprabhu is the only person who came into this world to give life to all people by chanting Harinam Sankirtan. Naam is the only thing by which one can get rid of all the pains of this world. Naam Kirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. At Mayapur, full of jungle, not a single temple. Prabhupada used to stay in the Bhajan Kuti, which is at that side, but only one room that was constructed by mud. And on the top floor, in the jungle, there is no road, no road at all. We have to walk from Huloghat, that is, by crossing the Ganges, we have to go by foot. Nothing else, no cart, no cow cart. Later on, cow cart started. When I first went there with my father, at that time there was no cow cart, no question of bus, motor, road, electricity.
By 1914, Saraswati Thakura had become widely recognized as a stalwart preacher of the Sankirtan movement of Sri Chaitanya. The numerous branches of Bengali pseudo-spiritualists such as Gauranagaris, Bauls, Saki Bekis, Smartas, Ativadis and Jati Gosais cowered in fear before this great personality. The mission of Sri Chaitanya was now in good hands, and Mayapur was beginning to flourish. In a letter, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave Saraswati Thakur specific instructions for establishing Devi Varanashram, the divine social system based on service to Krishna, for preaching Krishna consciousness to the masses, for publishing devotional books, for serving Sri Dham Mayapur, and for establishing the annual circumambulation of Navadvip Dham. Not long after giving these instructions, Bhaktivinoda Thakur concluded his earthly pastimes and attained the eternal realm of Golok Vrindavan. On June the 23rd, 1914, precisely at noon, Bhaktivinoda entered the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, far beyond the vision of the conditioned souls of this world. The next year, on November the 17th, 1915, Gaurkishore Das Babaji also left this mortal world for the eternal pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Saraswati Thakur then placed his Gurudev's body in Samadhi. Within 2 years, both the Gurus of Saraswati Thakur, Gaurkishore Das Babaji and Bhaktivinoda Thakur had departed from this world. Saraswati Thakur felt deep separation from his affectionate Gurus and was thus thinking how he would be able to fulfill the desires of his spiritual masters. Then, one night, while contemplating the instructions of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he saw a vision that Sri Chaitanya had arrived at Yogapith temple with all his associates, amid the sound of Krishna Sankirtan. With him, the 6 Goswamis, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and Gaurkishore Das Babaji, all of whom spoke encouraging words for Saraswati Thakur to boldly preach the message of Sri Chaitanya and assured him of all success. Soon after, Saraswati Thakur found a piece of torn paper carried by the wind. The paper contained a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, wherein Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructs Sanatana Goswami. From this verse, Saraswati Thakur derived 4 codes that would become the foundation of his missionary activities: to publish Krishna conscious literature, to teach the principles of devotional service, to open centers for the cultivation of Krishna consciousness, and to teach people how to perform renunciation. That same year, Kunjabihari Vidyabhushana became a disciple of Saraswati Thakur and began assisting him in spreading Sri Chaitanya's message. Kunjabihari Vidyabhushana, later to become Bhaktivilas Tirtha Maharaj, became the head organizer and manager of all of Saraswati Thakur's preaching efforts.